you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Going up top. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Tua. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. Robinson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Robinson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Tua on the move to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Vaughn. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to link the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, Vaughn. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early. because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Johnson running left. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Vaughn. Screen play, Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. first down. Robinson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Julian Okwara there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. It's Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Tua going to run the sneak.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it.
And he stopped immediately there. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
Tua going to run the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out.
And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Vaughn out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Finding some room in midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Vaughn looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Vaughn. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. McCann's got it teed up. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Vaughn. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Deron Payne has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try the left side. Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's third and long.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's Robinson again on second down.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. On second down, Tua.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Here we go.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, they went for all the marbles there on that long pass. He caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
So difficult, isn't it? Because you have so many things you're going through on that play, trying to get open, trying to catch the ball, and still get your feet down to complete the process of the play. Not successful on that attempt.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they have.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
That's how we do.
Logan Wilson able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 10-yard line.
He's checking.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 41. Hey, come on, come on.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Back to throw. Vaughn. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
McCann's got it teed up. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Browns drive about to get started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On second down, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. On 1st down, Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
After
after the delay. They're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
In your face.
Looking to throw. Vaughn. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Johnson, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They go to Johnson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
McCann's got it teed up.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He completes it to Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. On 2nd and goal, Tua. And incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Tua.
Rolling to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Room to run past midfield. 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
McCann now for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
McCann's got it teed up.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Tua. Able to hook up here with Ridley.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Tua to throw.
Throwing right, and that's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
Tagovailoa.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Tua.
That's caught, but he will not get in here. He stepped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars.